Hello, this is the Collector's Corner, and I welcome you to a trip through 40 years of Transformers. Today, we will be looking at the numerous releases of Optimus Prime. And trust me, there are many. But with so many uses of the G1 Optimus Prime toy, where does one even start? Well, surely at the beginning, and that is before the Transformers even existed. What we know today as Optimus Prime was part of the Diaclone toy line from Takara in 1983. It was pretty much what we came to know as the Transformers Hero the following year, down to the blue and white stripe on the trailer. However, it did have some important differences. It featured a small battle convoy and large Diaclone labels on it, instead of the now famous Autobot logo, and of course it had 3 pilots. Since in Diaclone, these were not meant as autonomous robots, but piloted mecha. That's why Prime and many other early Transformers feature cockpits and seats. The following year, in a partnership with Takara, Hasbro took their Diaclone and Micro Change toy and used them as the basis for their 3-episode pilot, More Than Meets the Eye. In 1984, Hasbro releases Optimus Prime, the big red and blue cab-over tractor trailer we all know and love. The figure itself achieves several updates in the following months and years to his gun, fists, gas pump, and missiles. The gun is the more obvious change, going from thick rounded barrel to a thin, pointy rifle. Takara would not be far behind, and that same year released their own version of Optimus Prime, retaining its original Diaclone name but dropping the battle part from it and leaving just the convoy part. They did, however, choose to use their own mold tooling from the Diaclone line for roller and the launcher in the trailer rather than Hasbro's. Also in 1984, Hasbro's partner in Europe, Milton Bradley, would release Optimus Prime twice. One version manufactured by Takara with a traditional color scheme, and the second locally manufactured by Seiji, a French toy company that featured red feet for no clear reason. Also in 1984, the Italian company GIG would release its own version of Optimus Prime, but this time it used plastic feet and tires instead of the metal die-cast feet and rubber tires of the previous versions. By 1985, Prime was no longer available on store shelves, and Hasbro decided to make it available as a mail-order item in the Digital Doom on the Highway to Destruction promotion, which required customers to send in $20.50 and 5 robot points cut out from the boxes of other Transformers toys at the time. It would later offer it again as a movie edition Transformer under the Autobots Have a Special Mission for ... mail-away pamphlet for the 1986 movie. 1985 saw probably the first collaboration between Hasbro and another company, PepsiCo, as the soda company. They issued a mail-away promotion from an Optimus Prime with a large Pepsi sticker on the trailer. There was nothing else about this Prime that was different from the regular version outside of the sticker. Also in 1985, Takara released the Convoy vs. Megatron box set. Though Megatron lacked most of his accessories, only coming with his chrome sword and small gun, Convoy featured all of his accessories, including his trailer. A little one-sided if you ask me. In 1986, Transformers the Movie was released to theaters. And spoilers, Prime dies. To commemorate this traumatic event, Takara released their Goodbye Convoy box set. This included Prime with all of his accessories, Red Alert, and Mirage. Curiously, Prime had his windshield and windows tinted blue to better match the animation model for the movie. Jump to 1990, and Euro gets another shot at Optimus Prime. In what would become their classics line with the telltale gold packaging and red stripes and the red, white, and blue Transformers logo. He was labeled as Original Optimus Prime, one would assume to avoid confusion with the Power Master version released a couple of years prior. In 1992, Hasbro releases their G2 line that offered repaints of existing G1 toys in new garish colors with some new accessories. In 1993, the re-release of Optimus Prime managed to avoid the garish colors and only had his trailer be done in black with a large red stripe and his name emblazoned on the side. He also got a voice box and 2 new spring-loaded missile launchers, but lost rollers. For the next release, we need to fast forward to the year 2000. For their 15th anniversary of Transformers, Takara was at it again. This release featured retooled hands to better hold his gun and the longer front axle that was introduced with Ultra Magnus. It also had a big gold sticker in the shape of an Autobot logo touting the 15th anniversary. Takara also released a special version in all black for the 15th anniversary as an exclusive for the Japan Action Figure Convention, JAFCON. It featured the same modifications as the regular 15th anniversary version and an inverted version of the gold sticker on the box. There was also a special Lucky Draw Contest prize version available, which had the red and blue color scheme of the 15th anniversary release, but replaces all silver chrome with a gold chrome instead, and a gold chromed roller too. Only 25 units are known to exist. In 2002, Takara released a special New Year's edition convoy with the Action Master Optimus Prime figure labeled as a Tokubetsu Shield, or special feature. It also included a die-cast metal matrix of leadership and a mouse pad in the traditional Autobot red grid pattern in both versions of his rifle, the thick and the thin pointy version. Additionally, Prime's windows were again tinted blue. Also in 2002, Hasbro would start their Toys R Us exclusive commemorative series line, with, of course, Optimus Prime. This release featured a number of safety-based modifications, including the very controversial shortened smokestacks, elongated missiles, and the disabled roller launcher in the trailer. These modifications would continue to be present in all future Hasbro releases of Optimus Prime. In 2005, and inspired by the 1985 Pepsi release, Takara creates her own version, gives Prime a red and blue color scheme with a Pepsi wavy white line. It also changes its traditional box trailer for an open one with clamps to hold a 500 milliliter or 17-ounce bottle of soda. 2007 comes around, and Takara begins a new line of reissues entitled Encore. The first release in this line, number 01, is of course Convoy. This is a fairly standard release, no new additions. It keeps a thick version of his rifle, and following in the footsteps of Pepsi Convoy, it uses tampographed Autobot logos for the shoulders instead of user-applied stickers. The one you're looking at now is the one from my own collection. Also in 2019, Hasbro releases their own Pepsi Prime, using Takara's Pepsi Convoy trailer, but a cap from the commemorative series release with a shortened smokestacks. It uses a thick barrel rifle. It was sold by Hasbro Toy Shop at various conventions and also given away by Pepsi as a promotional prize to their Mountain Dew brand. In 2007, MP3 players were all the rage. One of the more popular and sought-after MP3 players was Apple's iPod. So Takara did what you'd expect it to and take advantage of this and released another Convoy, the Convoy iPod playing speaker. To match the iPod, they released it in all white, like Magnus. It also featured a new head sculpt which was mounted on a ball joint and allowed it to rotate. But just the white Convoy with a movable head alone would not have been enough. No, they needed something else to entice those iPod owners with minds to spare that also happened to be Transformers fans, and so they turned his trailer into a speaker dock. Using Apple's proprietary 3-pin connector, which was the only way to connect Apple devices at the time, you could slide your iPod onto the trailer and play your tunes. In 2008, Takara released a Convoy iPod speaker again, but this time in full color, red and blue with a gray speaker dock trailer. It featured some tech detailing done in black, as well as the words Optimus Prime and his face in the cutout for the iPod. Still in 2008, Takara, in conjunction with the Japanese pop band Exile, not to be confused with the American Exile band, released the Convoy iPod playing speaker as an exclusive for LDH clothing stores in Japan. This time in an orange and yellow color scheme with the band's logo and motto all over the toy. Not to be outdone, and because they wanted to start celebrating the 25th anniversary of Transformers, in 2008 Hasbro once again released Optimus Prime. This time it was the 25th anniversary set of the Transformers Universe toy line. The set was packed with added goodies: the DVD with the first 3 episodes of the Transformers cartoon, a reprint of the first Marvel comic where Optimus was surprisingly evil, and a voice box in the shade of the Autobot logo with sounds and repeated-colored voice clips. Prime himself is largely the same as the 2002 commemorative edition, with a lot of safety alterations in place, but in a decidedly lighter shade of red and blue. The trailer is cast in a very light gray, almost white, and has the roller eject mechanism almost nude. In 2011, the Japanese clothing store A Bathing Ape partnered with Takara to release a version of Convoy exclusively at their stores in Japan. The Babe Convoy is done up in various shades of green, and the trailer is done in gray with a 2-tone green and gray camel pattern. The Autobot logos were replaced with the Bathing Ape logo. Also in 2011, Takara released a box set for the Dark of the Moon movie, with G1 Prime, Dark of the Moon Deluxe Optimus Prime, and a new trailer based on the one from the movie. G1 Optimus Prime came with a fat version of his rifle and his fists. He also had the trailer hitch on the back of his legs retooled to accept a 5mm post so it could totally include a trailer. The large peg on Prime's legs remained the same size, so he could still tow an original G1 trailer if you had one. In 2012, another A Bathing Ape Convoy was released, labeled as version black, the same type of camo deco as the first one in 2011. Despite being labeled version black, it was actually done in different tones of gray, with the only black items being his rubber wheels, rifle, roller, and the repair bay robot. Also in 2012, Hasbro Asia released Optimus Prime in Asian markets in a box similar to the commemorative series, but without the commemorative series label. The included Optimus Prime, however, used the lighter color scheme of the 25th anniversary release. In 2013, we had a third release of a bathing ape convoy, now in various shades of red and red camouflage pattern, and a dark burgundy for convoy's legs, fists, head, roller, and the repair bay robot. Skip to 2019, when a new Walmart exclusive release hits US shelves in their vintage toy line. Curiously, this release featured the long smokestacks of the Japanese versions, as well as both versions of his rifle and his fists and a new sticker sheet, but lacked every other accessory as well as his trailer. Also in 2019, Takara Tomy released basically the same figure without the sticker sheet, but sold together in a set with the Studio Series Bumblebee Movie Voyager Optimus Prime. Each figure was packaged separately, however. This would be the last time you would see the G1 Prime, except for one small wrinkle. In 2024, Takara released two convoys, but it wasn't quite the G1 Prime we know and had been released up until this point. They created an entirely new mold with added articulation to the G1 figure to bring it up to par with current toys articulation. They called it Missing Link Convoy. Released in two versions, CO1 and CO2, CO1 included all the expected accessories of the G1 Optimus Prime figure, but added an axe, a matrix of leadership, and a removable chest panel for the matrix that can be inserted into the cab. The matrix for CO1 was done in gold chrome, while the matrix for CO2, while being the same mold, was done in silver and orange. The CO2 version lacked a trailer and all the other accessories except for his rifle. The two versions also feature slight changes in deco and plastic colors, the CO2 version having cartoon-accurate blue eyes, while the CO1 version has the toy-accurate yellow. In an unexpected move, his hands were no longer separate accessory pieces for either version. They are built into the arms and can fold in and out from the headlights, and now can open and close at the fingers. And those were the 30 releases of G1 Optimus Prime. Hopefully I didn't miss any, but I probably did. You can let me know in the comments. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more.